Is Syria going to get chopped up into different territories? Maybe. Remember that the country that is known as Syria today did not always look like this, because how many countries have natural borders as these diagonal lines? What we know of Syria is just a piece of land that was carved up with a ruler on a map in the Sykes-Picot Agreement in 1917. So we owe it to the French and the British for why it looks like this. The same is true for Iraq, Jordan, and a couple other countries in the Middle East. It's almost like gathering a bunch of tribes that don't have too much in common, cramming them into a place that's now called a new country with no real natural barriers is a bad idea. And there was even a time in Syria's history, around 1958, where the government was just so worried about instability, coups, and potential communist influence that they asked Egypt to absorb them. And Egypt did, and for 3 years it was known as the United Arab Republic. But a quick coup in 1961 shot that down. But even during the time that Syria was quote-unquote stable under the Assad regimes, it was still a huge training ground for international terrorism. But now that training ground is gone, Syria has lost a bunch of its functionality to be a terrorist hot zone, and